Hi everyone, Mathieu Audet. I'm an engineer specializing in glazing calculations. This week we'll be looking into the possibility of using 3mm glazing in the insulated glass units acting as guardrails. I'll share my screen with you and we'll check this together. So, a quick reminder about the insulated glass units acting as guardrails. In fact, it happens when you have a floor or a protected level that is more than 600 meters above ground level on the other side. Generally, when you're on the second floor or higher, that's going to be the case. Otherwise, the glazing must start at a height that is lower than the required guardrail height, which in most cases will be 1070 millimeters. This applies, among other things, to Part 3 buildings. There's no real exception here, so it would apply everywhere for Part 3 buildings. In Part 9 buildings, on the other hand, it would be mainly for staircases, landings, ramps, and common areas. Currently, stay tuned, this is something that could change in the future. So, for that, you can refer to Article 9881 of the Code. I'm not going to read it again, but basically, it specifically mentions that it applies to stairs, railings, landings, and common areas. For more information on buildings in Part 9, please see Article 1333. Basically, these are buildings with no more than 3 stories and no more than 600 square meters with certain types of uses. You can also refer to the architectural plans. Normally, this information is included in the plans. Let's take a look at what it says about 3mm glass, or rather 2x3mm tempered insulated glass units. Here we have an example with 20 inches by 39 inches, still quite small in millimeters, more or less 495 by 990. In terms of inner glass, we'd be at 108%, so it doesn't work. In this case, for 3mm tempered glass. For the exterior glass pane, on the other hand, the loads are a little lower. We would be at 88.6%. In that case, it would be acceptable. Summing up the 3mm tempered inner glass, in most cases it wouldn't work whether you're in Part 3 or Part 9, because of the guardrail point load, whether in Part 3 or Part 9, is 1 kilonewton, so more or less 220 pounds in both cases. Otherwise, for the exterior glass pane or the outer layer of the insulated glass unit acting as a guard, in some cases, depending on the size, it could work. Wind loads are also a factor. In any case, have your project checked by an engineer. Thank you for your attention.